Click subscribe. Be part of what's happening. Keep kicking ass. What's up? So, here's morning cardio Q&A. Yay, it's Monday. I'm about to pack my shit, head for a flight into South Carolina. Got a cool week. Going to train at Sorenex, hang out with the muscle driver dudes, and then go see Adam Nelson and Reese Hoffa at their gyms. And go do some work stuff, so it should be good. So questions from Instagram. Lanks_. Says he's having trouble with the deadlift, keeping a neutral spine. You know, what are accessory working cues you should do to fix this? You should do a lot more deadlifts, you know? Do some lighter weight where you can keep your back flat, keep a neutral spine. Pull a shit ton there, get stronger. That's what I'd recommend. Also bent over rows, build your upper back. Pull-ups, you know, upper back exercises. Do those a lot. Face pulls. Boris, suggestions on juggling work, wife, toddler, getting a workout in. Sometimes I struggle, don't get all my workouts in, but when I do, I really try to push my limits. Everybody's gonna have shit that they've got to do in their life. You've got responsibilities and you need to handle those. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. But if training's a priority for you, you got to figure out when you can make the cut. And if that means you got to get up early, like really early, for an hour or 2 hours before everyone else is awake, then that's where you do it. And then sleep's where you take your cut. If that's a big enough priority for you. Everybody's got shit to do. So you got to figure that out on your own. Figure out what is important to you and how you're going to do it. So, tough, man, but that's life. Rasmussen. Any interest in photography? You do own a fancy camera? Yeah, I do have an interest. But as far as the fancy camera, I just bought a Canon EOS M, I think is the name of it. I'm getting ready to use it and heading to Iceland. A little more than a week, so I'll play with it there. Be able to start doing some nicer videos and shit in here that I don't have to use my cell phone for. So, yeah, I like stuff. Nothing too crazy. I really don't have the time for it with stuff I've got going on, but I do like photography. James, how do I get started in the Highland Games? I've answered that fucking 400 times. H-Lon, Borg. What are your thoughts on ketogenic diets for someone's strength training? I think they're fucking great. They worked really well for me last season. You just have to keep the fat higher than you really think you have to keep the fat. Fat's got to be fucking way up there. And it has to be good fat. You know, I know that's a shitty term, but MCT oil, coconut oil, you know, almonds, fat from meat. Those are the keys. You can't just fuck off, but since you're not getting any carbs, it's really hard to get shitty sugar fat, so. I like it. I found it fine for strength training. Anytime I was kind of down, I'd just take USB, I would take the supplements I've got. I would take Jack 3D, pre-workout, or amino lift. It's fucking great. I was just fine. So I do that. I was able to handle my shit a little bit better on the road. For traveling, I like the ketogenic more than I like the bodybuilding style I'm doing now. Just really hard to maintain this on the road. I can do it at home fine. In Thomas 90. Highland game season is a short window of time. How do I think about periodization? It's peaked for so long. Top performance. Well, I don't. There's a vast fucking difference in how I'm throwing in April and May than there is when it counts in September. And that's because I'm still training a lot in the gym. You know, my switch of gym time to throwing goes this way by the end of the season. That's how I do it. Periodization for it works great. Check out Training Lab. I put it all in a book. I wrote exactly what I do. I think it would be great for anyone, track and field. Well, field. I don't know what you sprinters do. I'm not gonna pretend I do. So that's what I do. I peak when I need to peak. I'm usually, if my shit's together and I'm not hurt, I can usually hold that for 3 weeks. I can be up top, but when I'm done, I'm gonna crash. So. Oh, dick. Favorite lifting music nobody would guess. You like Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's fucking rad. I don't listen to it much in the gym. In the gym, I would say, I like poppy shit. Yell is a French pop band I like. And they're pretty fucking cool. Check them out. Y-E-L-L-E. Training for the shot put. Check out Training Lab. It's exactly what I do. K-Nop. Training for throwing in the Northeast and you don't have an indoor field. Should I stop being a pussy and throw in the snow? Man, that's tough. I don't have to deal with that shit here. But the way I always answer people when they complain about the weather and the area they're in is they make roads that head south, man. Fucking move. Find a new job. Otherwise, figure out how to deal with it so you can accomplish your goals. But, I mean, Dane McKim lives in fucking Kansas City. It's cold as shit there. They get snow. He seems to do okay. So, I don't know. Probably gonna have to work harder than you're doing. Shay Martin 100. Favorite recovery method for stiff lower back and legs. Spend a lot of time on a spin bike. My low back and legs are really trashed. I like going for a walk to start my recovery. Maybe some rowing, maybe some really light kettlebell swings. For me, I treat any body part the same way. As if something's really stiff and sore, I'm gonna do a ton of reps on it, really lightweight. Like ton of reps, like go walk for an hour or sit on a spin bike for an hour. You know, I want to get a ton of blood flow to an area to start trying to flush it out. And then I usually roll and stretch and do all those things. You know, follow my regular protocol. If I'm too beat up, I'll back off the pulling. Or, you know, back off the heavy training. Sugar biscuits, 94, fucking 93 more of you guys. Any thoughts on rowing for a little strongman cardio? How to implement that? The same way you would push the prowler, same way you do anything. Do it at the end of your training. And just, fucking most of your events are 90 seconds. Crack off 90 seconds at 100% effort. Recover and repeat. Do that for probably a set of 8. Do that pretty regular, you're probably gonna be just fine. Same way you push prowler. Pretty easy stuff, man. Favorite AM pump-up song? I don't know, man. I really don't have one. Fucking, early mornings, I keep things pretty fucking mellow. Really don't train in the morning. Been listening to a band, the Front Bottoms, lately. I like saying anything, you know, somewhere a little bit of rock, a little bit of balls to it, but not, I don't like getting yelled at in the morning. And Action Bronson, Childish Gambino have been really cool. Kendrick Lamar. Northwest NW Strength, priorities when traveling. Yeah, only access to hotel gym, no gym time period, what prioritizing in a gym. The hotel gym thing can be done. If they've got anything in there other than a treadmill, you can get a workout in. Just do a ton of volume, a ton of reps. You're not gonna be there a whole real long time. Just do something to not, something's better than nothing. So do that. That's better. And prioritizing the gym is going to be your fucking main list. If you've only got time to get in there and do one thing, get in and squat, get in and bench, deadlift, you know, push press, go home. You know, if you've got time to do that, always pack bands with you. They're really small. They fit in most bags. And that way you can hook those to anything in the gym. And you've got added resistance. You can get a workout in. Chocolate milk. Thoughts on macro ratios. Do I think ET is the most awesome band? I like ET a lot. Been a big fan for, I don't know, over 10 years. I don't know if I have a fucking favorite band, but I listen to those guys a lot. They seem to have the right ratio of lyrics to like heavy stuff to not taking themselves too seriously. That goes a long way for me, whereas I can't listen to someone like fucking Hatebreed or that other dude shit where like Five Finger Death Punch, where those guys are fucking so tough. Fucking douchebags. Silent Mike, you're my hero? I am. You're welcome. Another E-Tid question, nice. Atos Padre, best E-Tid album? Pretty tough. There's a lot, man. And they changed quite a bit. I mean, there's songs I really dig from every album. The New Junk Aesthetic is probably my favorite. I really, really like Roman Holiday. That song's a fucking rocker. And then that album's really solid. But I like the Big Dirty too, and it was much more friendly. So, wall timer in my garage gym. I don't know who makes it. I got it from Sornex. Check those kids out. There's all your questions, you sons of bitches. Stay right. And keep your butt all tight. That's pretty key. Or, I mean, don't. I mean, it's your life. Fucking live it. Also,